Oops.
All right, so I'm just going to make sure everyone's muted just for now while I make some announcements, and then I will hand it over to our guest speaker. So we also have some guests since Jess popped on. She's on Shayla's team. We have some of Shayla's team on tonight too. So welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Excited to have you here. Just a few announcements first, and then I will just hand it on over. I posted some things in the team page, so make sure you check it out. Number one being Pumpkin Spice comes tomorrow. It is coming at 1 Eastern, so 10 a.m. Pacific time. I always have to like figure out that, you know, that time difference there, but I would check earlier because they always say 10 a.m. Pacific, but I have a feeling that it's going to pop in there earlier. So check it out. And here's my prediction. I don't know if there's been much chatter about it, but I feel like it blew up the first year it came out. And they ran out like instantly. And then last year, I think they predicted too much because you guys remember, if you've been around here for a little while, they actually gave some pumpkin spice with challenge packs. So my thoughts are that they aren't going to have as much. So if you want your pumpkin spice, point being, get on it and just get it early so you make sure that you get yours. Also, for our team, if you didn't see in the team page, something that you can something that is available for all of you and for all of your coaches and for all of your challengers. If anyone purchases a box of Pumpkin Spice Shakeology, they can get in a drawing for a gift basket. And in that gift basket, I posted a picture, but it's collagen, a headband that has Love Yourself all over it, some beach bars, and some little, I'm looking at it right now just to make sure I didn't forget anything, and some little like planner organizers for like meal planning and stuff like that. So that's available for anyone that purchases, so you can encourage any of your customers and coaches that they have that offer. Okay, another thing that's going on is we have a flash sale that is happening next week. This is going to be held in an event, and the event will actually open up tomorrow. So look for a post in our team page tomorrow, but the event will be open tomorrow. I'll also provide a Google Doc with all the instructions to make it easy for you to invite and how to use this to share this information with your clients and prospective clients. So look for that tomorrow. But the event will be open. If you weren't in it last time, we will be sharing product information. It's a great place because we actually educate people about the products. So we'll educate them about the products. We'll have coach testimonials, and then the actual flash sale will happen on Wednesday the 9th from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's when all the products, all the packages will be given, and then they will have until the next day to purchase and to get the little incentive, which is either like a $10 or $15 Amazon gift card that we offer with it. Okay. If you haven't seen, MBF challenge packs are still on sale. Yay! So that's awesome that it got extended into September. And then one more thing, and this will lead me into my introduction to Jess. So we have a mastermind going on called Level Up Leaders. And if you've been on in our new coach mentorship or in some of our masterminds before, or you're currently in our Level Up Leaders mastermind, you know that Shayla, Courtney, Nina, and I all work together as success partners. We are all part of the Bombshell Dynasty. So that's like our larger team with Lindsay Matway. So we are all part of that team and got matched up, which has been awesome because we've like officially, I think, been working together for a year, which is really cool. And we've brainstormed and done different masterminds and mentorships, and we offer these coach webinars and flash sales, all these awesome things that we do together. One of the things that we do is called Level Up Leaders, and it's been really awesome. The women in there have been connecting, and it's been a great place to be. I shared about it in our team page, offered it up for everyone. However, there are some qualifications. One being you need to be at least an Emerald coach, and you need to have at least had points on the board this last month for Success Club. As a leader, you want to grow your business, so you need to be showing up for those calls and engaging and being part of that mastermind. So there's more details in the form that I posted in our team page, so check that out if you want to be a part of that. Okay, so I'm going to introduce Jess. And what's really cool is that she has been in this mastermind and a couple other pods that we did before. And she has always stood out to me because she is such an encourager and is always willing to share and participate and is just an amazing team player. From day one, I have thought that of you, Jess. So, and over this past period of time that we have been working together with Shayla, she became a Diamond Coach. So it was really cool to see her become a Diamond Coach. This year in 2020, she has reached Success Club 7 out of 8 months this year. She is a girl mom. She has 2 girls, and she is a wife and a preschool teacher. And I'm so excited for her to share her knowledge. This is something that I want to be better with as well and learn more about. So I'm super excited for Jess to share with us about using emails tonight to grow your business. So Jess, go ahead, take it over.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me to come speak, Michelle. I love to just talk and share. And if you're in the Level Up Leaders or the Mastermind Pod, you'll know that when they ask questions, I'm always like over here itching to just share. So that was super sweet introduction. Makes me a little bit emotional, but I'm just so thankful for our extended tribe, our extended family, and how we can all work together. So I am going to, let me just see if it's gonna, if you can, Michelle, just make it so I can share, because I'm just going to walk you guys through making an email in a minute. But I did want to talk about a little bit about my backstory. Michelle kind of covered a lot of it. I was a middle school teacher. Just one day up and decided I don't want to do this anymore, and walked in and left and had the biggest peace and feeling of peace about me, and started to work on leveling up my coaching business. Took a job preschool teaching because I've always wanted to do that. And they work very well together because preschool is only half day. So they kind of complement one another. And I would say I've been a coach for almost 3 years, but not until this year did I really start to dig in and do the actions that would help me to, thanks, Michelle, it should work. I'll try in a minute. Help me to level up, because I would always say, I want to level up, I want to do this, but I wasn't putting in the action to support the dream and the goal. So this year is when I kind of just started to dig in and put in, and I've hit Success Club, and it pains me so much, 7 out of 8 months. That 1 month, the one thing I want to tell you is do not put your eggs in one basket. Do not say, okay, I sent a share cart, they're going to sign up, because they didn't, and that was the 1 month that I haven't qualified. So it burns me up, but it is a lesson learned. And so we move forward from that. So it's been really good. It's, I'm really excited. I feel really good. I love the way the business is going. I love all the things the company is giving us. And so I'm excited to run with that. So we looked at emails. One of the things that I'm really a sucker for is good customer service. And I know that we focus a lot on bringing in new blood and signing up new people, but I am a firm believer that if we're not loving on the people we have, then we're not going to sustain our business. And this is where emails come into play. I'm also a firm believer that a happy customer, a happy client is going to tell 5 other people, and you're going to get more referrals. And an unhappy client is going to leave and tell people that they weren't impressed. So my goal as a coach is just to really pour into my current clients and then also continue to reach out. So it might be a little bit of work, but it's not, the goal of this is not to create this masterpiece, beautiful email, because if we spend all of our time putting in a lot of work to make it gorgeous and beautiful, then it's kind of, in my opinion, wasted time. We just want it to be pretty, professional, presentable, and then we want to be able to reach the masses, right? So I use Flowdesk to send all of my emails, and basically, it doesn't want to let me again. I send all kinds of emails. I don't know, if anyone else in here, that we purchase challenge group content, and they come with newsletter content, and so I use it in Flowdesk. I send welcome emails to my new clients. I touch base with every lead, and I'll talk to you more about that in a minute. But I just try to touch base with every single person that is in my back office. So coaches, discount coaches, clients, all of that. Why is it not being nice?
I have it so participants can share their screen, so I don't know why it's not.
Let me see. I wonder if I share screen. Post disable participant screen sharing. What do we think, Michelle?
Try now.
Oh, that's so strange. Do you think if I?
So that's weird.
Yeah, let me look. Hold on. Sorry. I bet it's because you're recording, maybe.
I feel like Shay's done this before.
I know. Shayla, help us.
Here, I'm gonna make you the host, but hopefully that doesn't mess up
Okay.
the recording. We'll see.
It shouldn't. Let's see.
I was gonna say you might have to hit pause for record and then try to share it and then try to.
There we go. Money.
Weird. Okay.
Okay. All right. Everybody can see this? We're all good?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you log into Flowdesk, this is where we come to. And the very first thing I want to talk to you about is your audience. So you can actually download all of your customers and all of your coaches from your coach office in what's called a CSV file, and then upload it into Flowdesk. Instead of entering everything individually, you can do it all in one mass upload. And so you would go to your customers. So you would just go to monitor your business and then click your customers. And I would do all of them year to date, as far back as you can go. Oh, what is it doing? Oh, that's inherited. But click, you want to select all of them basically. And then once it loads, you would just click export report. And what it's going to do is just save this big file for you as a CSV. It's going to save to your computer. And so you would, need to do it for your customers and for your coaches. I send my newsletters, everything, to everybody, just because I do have a fair amount of discount coaches. So they need kind of that client love as well. So it's being really slow, but it's that export button. You would save it to your computer, and then you can actually in Flowdesk go to your audience and subscribers, and you can add new, and you can upload your CSV right there. And so that puts everything in there in one swoop, instead of, it saves a lot of time. Yeah, it is probably slow that way, but that way you can just add everybody in there. Now, when you do that, if you start to sign up new customers and get new leads, you will put them in individually. And I know Shayla does it every Thursday. She does it once a week. I am all over the place and I just do it all the time. But it doesn't take long at all. So once you do that, you have your whole list of subscribers. You can break them down into segments if you want to. I have not done that yet because I don't have the need to do it yet. But that's something that's possible. And you would just go to segments, and you would be able to add a segment and then kind of filter your people out where you want them to go. And so that would be probably useful if you just wanted to collect emails from non-clients and just send them things like newsletters and other things that you wanted to add value with, which is not a bad idea. I might want to make a note of that, but you could do it that way and have a non-clients, clients, coaches, that type of thing. So that would be the very first thing that you would want to do is import everyone in there. And so emails, like I said, I like to be in my clients' eyes. I just want to keep showing up, and I want them to hear from me and see from me as much as possible, especially leads, because the thing with leads is we get their information, we can send them an email, we might hear back, we might not. And for me, if they don't answer, every time I can send them another email is another time that they could say, okay, this person really might know what they're talking about, or okay, this person really might be helpful. Maybe I should reach back out to them. So one of the things that I send every new client or every new lead, I send them, I call it Welcome to the Fit Fam. And I'll show you. And I'll just kind of go through and show you what they look like, and then I'm going to make one. But it's just an overview of me, and then I talk about BOD, and you can link things. So I've linked a YouTube video that describes BOD and all the tabs and how to use it. I talk about shakes. So, you know, if somebody purchases it and they're a lead, and the only time you can contact them is within this email, and you want them to know, like, hey, you should probably blend it because it's better blended. Or maybe you want to start with half a scoop. So I figure I'm going to put that in there. Whether they order shakes or not, they're at least hearing about it. And so they might become more interested in it. The more info that I can send to them, I think the better off, like the more info I can send, the more interested they're going to be. So it just has tips for starting. And I have this I found this in a PDF one day. If you ever want it, I can send it to Michelle and you can upload it. But it's things like start with half a scoop, don't chug it, take your time, blend it, that type of thing. So I send them that. I do a really quick little blip about the pre-workout and that, yes, it's supposed to tingle. I talk about how important it is to take your before and after photos. That's the other thing. And then I tell them, like, I have a announcement in my accountability group that goes over taking good photos. So I tell them about that. And I have a goals form. Sometimes they fill it out, sometimes they don't, but it's there, and it's there for them to look at and possibly get in touch. And so then you can link your Facebook and your Instagram as well. So I think I have a link right here where you can click to join my accountability group as well. So you can add links to boxes and buttons and things like that, where you can have clients click to reach you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And so that's what I send to every single lead, every single new client. If it's a male lead, I do not send this to them. Sorry, there we go. Oh, thanks. I do reach out to my male leads because I think they could be an important customer. I think a male coach would be huge. So I just reach out to them through my email, just a quick, hey, if you need anything, I'm here to help you, that kind of thing. But I don't send them all this. So that's what I send to them. And then I do my newsletters as well through here. And I'll show you this, and I'm gonna tell you what's cool about this is I get the newsletter content. So I will literally just I'll click on August, and I'll just go through and we replace each section with August content. So what's cool about that is they're seeing the same format, they're knowing what to expect. I talk about the accountability group, what we're doing that month. They can join it here. I always offer that in a link for them to join. There's a recipe. I'll highlight something here. So this month I highlighted bebies, and I put that there. There's a link to learn more info. I will use a post, and this was one of the Josh Codes things. One of the posts that I felt like I did really well with on social media that got a lot of interaction, I will put in my newsletter, because your leads don't see that, right? Because they may not be your friends on social media. So this gives them kind of an inside look at you and helps them get to know you. And then I include at the bottom announcements. So promotions, things like that, upcoming dates, I put that at the bottom as well. So they get that from Beachbody, I'm sure, but I want them to get it from me, and I want them to know that I'm on the ball and I'm there to help them. So when you have this, so like, let me show you how you can literally click up here. You can say duplicate, and it will have duplicated up here. I can go in and edit and make it to be September. Okay, so I can just go through and, yeah, Flowdesk did some updates that I haven't really looked at yet. But I can go through and just edit. I can change that to August. I can upload the new photo, the cover photo, cut, paste, and it goes, I mean, you can knock it out in minutes, as opposed to spending an hour creating a new layout for your new newsletter. And I feel like I'm flying, but there's a lot I want to show you, but I also don't want to keep you guys on here for super long. So if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. And Michelle, if you see anything that you feel like I need to answer right now, you can just let me know. I do emails for clients, so I look at the upcoming month and anybody's bod that is about to renew. I just sent this for August and September. I kept it simple. I kept it individual though, so I would put in their name. So this is Lindsay. She was going to renew for 3 months on the 22nd. I said, we can keep it that way, or we can do this. And so I offered her the sale pack where she could cancel that subscription and re-sign up with that. And then I gave her the value. And then option 2 was the MBF bundle. So that's something that I want to continue to do each month. Obviously, we wouldn't always have the MBF bundle, but that's easily taken out, right? So I could always just take that out and send them just this top part. So I've been doing that. People are able to respond to these emails when they get them, and I think I got 3 emails back saying, yes, I want the first option, or yes, I want the second option. Let's see, that's newsletter. Anytime I'm announcing something big, like our MBF Strong Her group, I can send that out in an email. It's fairly simple. I try not to keep them super long, because for me, I know that if it's long, I'm like, I'll just scroll and be done. So this was a hype email for MBF. This is one that I'm actually going to edit tonight with you guys. Whoops. Well, this is here. You get an overview of everything that happened. So I sent this email. It was salted caramel. Sent it to 221 people. They all got it. 40 people opened it. 3 people clicked. Okay. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 40 people, and you can actually see, and some of them are not in, like this person, not in my accountability group, not my Facebook friend. That's a lead. And they've opened 4 emails. So that tells me maybe they don't want contact with me, but they find the value and they will continue to want to be a part of that. And so you can actually go through and see. I do have an unsubscribe button at the bottom of my email. It's very casual. It's like, not your thing. That's fine. Just unsubscribe here. And you can see who clicked and what they clicked, or excuse me, you can see what they clicked. And so it gives you a lot of insight on your emails. But that was salted caramel, and I kept it really short and simple. And that's one that I'm going to edit tonight and do a pumpkin spice one and send that out tonight. So I'll show it to you really quick. So I just started with that picture, a quick blurb, and then find it here. All I did was put the coach link generator and put it in for the salted caramel, and then they could go directly to that and order. For pumpkin spice, when I do it, I will just have them email me, because obviously we don't really have a link yet. So I'll have them email me. That way I can send them an email when it's time. So there's that one. More newsletters. I thought there was one more thing. We did a 2-week trial for, the free trial. We did 2 weeks on that, and I had an email for that. That was 2 weeks of Healthy from Home. I did a flash sale email. I have an email all about Shakeology that I was sending before I added that to my new client email that I was sending. But yeah, it's whatever, it's endless, right? You could send a recipe a week, or you could send motivational midweek motivation a week. It's whatever you feel like your clientele needs, whatever you feel like your gift is to give them, you could do. So yes.
Carrie mentioned that you have a one for clients who are new to Shakeology. Do you have that?
Yeah, so this is what I did send to them. Let me get my browser. Yeah, and this I pulled from that PDF as well. It's a quick welcome to it, like why I drink it, why my husband drinks it. Talk about, like, are you drinking it daily? because if you're not, then you're not going to feel the results. Like, you're not going to feel the benefits. Put a little graphic in there for them to compare. I talked about blending it, how you can prep it so that it tastes better, it's easier to drink. I talked about the new flavor. I did a myth. So the whole protein shake thing bothers me. And so I put that in here because it's not just a protein shake. And I know that we're all really passionate about that because everybody's like, oh, I'll just drink my protein shake. And we're like, no. Like, that's not the same. And so I put that in there. And then I put a link to the Shakeology website as well. And then I put in there, pro tip, if you love it, you're eligible for a 25% discount. Just give me a shout to get set up. So a lot of this I pulled from that PDF. I don't even remember. It was some coach's like website. They have this whole PDF of Shakeology facts and tips for getting started. And so I just pulled from that and included it in here. And I wish, and there may be a way, but I wish there was a way that I could share templates with other people. But Shayla and I have looked at that, and we haven't really come across anything. But yeah, that's what I send to them. I see there's a lot of chats. Is there any other questions before I go? Okay, so I think that's all the templates I have. It would be really cool. Yeah, it would be really cool to make it your own and kind of like, I know that we had a girl who was really into hiking, and she's like, I could send something every so often about hiking spots and stuff like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be always business oriented, but just something to where you're making contact with everybody. I'll probably do another flash sale one as well. But again, I can go in there, duplicate it, and just edit it to be what I need it to be this time around. So let's go back to salted caramel. Sorry, so when I go back to teaching and I talk all day, my voice goes away. All right. Okay. So we would go to duplicate. So we'll do this, and then I have a couple emails I need to send a new client email to, so I can show you guys that as well. All right. So that's just the name of the template. We won't keep that name for our email. No, I don't want to do the new. Like the old. Okay, so obviously we're not in summer anymore. Let's call it. Are you ready? Fall. And actually, I could probably keep that color. It's pretty fall oriented. I can come down, and so when you click these boxes, when you're editing and adding, layout is going to show you tons of different options of what you could add as that box. So you could change it to any of these. It already has the font. The dark spot is where a picture would go, and you can choose any of them. But you can pick that. I like this one. The only issue that I sometimes have is I'll find an image and it doesn't exactly fit how I want it to. And I'm wondering if that's part of the upgrade that I haven't found yet. But we're going to switch out this one. So you would just exit and it goes away. And you can upload, and I found this one. It's going to upload it in there. Yeah, it's a little grainy. I don't know. I may keep it. We'll see. We'll keep it there for now. I'm sorry, it moved. It's not where I wanted it. There we go. Well, I'll move it back. And so I can change the picture, and then I can change this. So I could say, we'll say your favorite fall snack is available tomorrow. And then we'll call it vegan, pumpkin spice, Shakeology, and I don't want it to say is because I just said that. Will be available for a limited time in the US and Canada. And then I will go through to the website and however they explain it, I will just replace refreshing, with whatever however they explain the fall, right? Keep that. Perfect for on the go, and I might change it vacation. I might say perfect for on the go and easy to use, or easy to store or something like that. And then I would tell them looking forward to go live at 1, and then I would click here and just say email me to get set up. And I would keep it very simple. These don't need to be here. So you can actually click a block and just delete the whole thing. I don't want this image down here, so I would delete that. Don't want that, delete that. And then I'll show you a couple other things and we'll play around with it, and then we'll look at how you would send it. So in between each section, you can add, and you can pick if you want to look at the layouts, if it's for an image, a logo. You can actually create a logo for yourself and it will show up at the top of all of your emails. You can do a video. I mean, you see all the options here. So let's say we wanted to look at layouts, and there's that one, and we can go through this being slow and pick, let's say this one, and we could just add a new picture. We're just going to do this one again, and the font, and click it all and just say, let's say we want to say spice up your life, Spice Girls. And you can edit the font and all of that. So you can come over here and there's a font tab, and that's where you would go to edit your font. You can change the colors. And you can change the spacing as well. So you can change spacing between your letters, spacing between your lines, all of that. You can add a link. So you would drop your link right here and that automatically adds it. You can even add a file. So if you had a form, or let's say you had a PDF, the Shakeology PDF, you could attach it right here and they would just be able to click on this and access it. And then the block, you can change the background color of the block so that it is around the picture. So you would, I honestly just played with it for a while and just kind of figured out what worked and what worked for me and stuff like that. So that's how you would edit an existing one. I do want to show you if you were to start new. So when we go to create new, they have all of these templates. It's a ton of them. I like to go to up my email game, and those are usually pretty light, and I kind of like them light and airy and stuff like that. But yeah, you can click, let's say, let's do this one. So you would just click it and then you go to customize. And let's say we were doing this for the flash sale. Oops. And you can go through, you can upload a picture there, you can upload a bigger one. And once you kind of get the hang of it, you can work pretty quickly. Where's my picture at? Let's do this one. You can change your layout within your email, upload your picture, write what you want, change your font. These will already be laid out for you, but you can still add different things within there as well. Okay, so you would go and create all of that until you were done. But let's look at sending really quick. We go back to edit. Oh. Okay, so once you're done editing, you would go to next up here. And so this is where you would customize. So who's it coming from? It's coming from me. I would put my address right here. And one thing I want you to make sure of is if you don't, the subject line will be what the layout was called. So it might be your news here or something like that, but you need to create a subject line and you want something catchy. You really don't want to give it away in the headline. I realize, I think that if you can create some curiosity, then people are going to click it and be more inclined to actually read it. So you change your subject, you can do a preview text, you don't have to. And then you continue. And so this is where you can pick who you want to send it to. And so I have it already to all subscribers, but to take them off, you just exit out and you can add individuals as well. And you can put them there as well. So you would go through all that and then send it. But let's go ahead and send a welcome email. And it will automatically save your drafts. You can click here, those three. Oh, there's share, Shayla. We'll have to look at that. But you can duplicate them here, edit them here, rename them, and then you can delete them as well. All right, so I'm going to send this one. So you would have to duplicate it anytime you're sending a new one, okay? So that's duplicated up top. We're gonna go to edit. And I have one lead that I haven't emailed yet, and I have one customer. And I know it's good because I've already done it. So we're just gonna go to next. I always like to double check these to make sure it says what I want it to say. Just a quick welcome. Welcome to the Fit Fam, quick start guide. The last person I sent it to will always pop up here. All you have to do is hit that little X. You can add individuals. And so I'm sending to, not that one. Sarah.Belcher.com. And so you would add her. And then G. Workman and add her. So when you add them, it's going to add them to this email as recipients and then also add them to your subscriber list. So you don't have to do that twice. So they're in there. We're going to continue. And then you can schedule it for later, but I always like to do now. It reminds you, it's like, it's going to send right now. Are you sure? And we send it. And it still reminds us, and we send it again. And it even gives you this quick oops button, but I've never had to use that. So then it's sent. It now becomes a sent email. You can no longer edit it, but you can, well, it takes a little bit to pop up, but you can go through and view your results to see who clicked on it, if it made it, and all of that. And I believe that's all I wanted to show you. Ooh.
There's a couple questions for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So one question, do you download a new CSV each month? And I think you answered that, but you only do that the first time and then you add individual email.
So I only do it the first time and add individual. You could potentially show your customers for the last 30 days and download that CSV, but I find that I want to reach out to them right away instead of waiting. Yeah. So and it's not, it doesn't take that long to do it individually. I was at one point over the summer just doing it daily if I had anyone, especially for that type of email.
Okay, and then someone else had asked, how do you put a link in without it being a long drawn out link? There are buttons, you said, right? Where you can
so you don't see the link. It's kind of hidden.
Okay.
Which one has a link? Yeah, they're hidden and you don't see them. Yeah, there's buttons and you can add a link within a button. You can add a link within a picture, or just the whole box can be a link. And you don't see the link, it just shows up as the finger, right? You just click the box. So somewhere in that or in the button, you would just say, click here to join my accountability group. And that's all they would see, yeah.
And then Carol had asked, is it similar to Canva? And she had asked about the pricing and if you use the full version.
Okay, so you get 2 months free, I believe. And then it's originally $40 a month. I do have a code that brings it down to 20. And that's what I use. So I believe it's $19 a month for it. And I can share that code with you, Michelle, as well. And yeah, so I would definitely do the trial. You can cancel it if you don't like it. I find it's worth $19 to me to be able to quickly send out these emails and feel more professional and more, put together as a business and a coach.
Yeah, and like Shayla said, it's a business write-off. So yeah, absolutely.
It is a biz write-off. Yeah. Canva, I use Canva for mostly pictures and graphics. This just allows me, Flowdesk, and I don't know if Canva does, but Flowdesk just allows me to put all of my people in one place and be able to reach them all in one click and quickly.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. If you could share that code, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a code that multiple people can use?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That would be fabulous. I actually just signed up for my Flowdesk free account as we were listening.
Oh, did you? Yeah, good. Honestly, I want to stop share so I can see everybody, but the best thing is to just kind of go through and play with it, and just kind of see what works best for you and what layouts you like and stuff like that. So again, the hardest thing I had was making sure my pictures fit. But once you kind of get a hang of it, it goes quicker and stuff like that. So.
And I think a big thing is like right now we just saw all of those fabulous ideas that Jess just shared with us, but literally like pick one. Like
yeah.
Start out with just one.
Start with one.
Mm-hmm. With like new customers, like just welcoming them, or maybe you want to do something for the flash show, like whatever it might be, but like just pick one to start and
yes.
Feel like you need to do a million, because I can totally get caught up in that.
I did not sit down and say, I'm going to create this and create this and create that. It was literally like, okay, I need an email that welcomes my clients. Like that's a main thing I want to create now. And that's what I did. And
I think that is like number one, like a welcome email for your clients.
Yeah. Yeah.
And something like that. So Joe, just a reminder, don't try to do it all at once.
No. And it doesn't even have to be that. It can be as simple as you want. But again, it can be as pretty as you want, but make sure you're spending your time wisely, because I can very easily get caught up into making sure it's all like flows and it's all the same theme and but just, you're a good, Shayla, you're a good judge of your time and where it's most spent. But definitely the actions first, so that you have created this community of people to share with. Yeah, I could just send it to you, Terry, if you want. And then, the actions to build your community and your clientele, and then start to level them for sure, especially if you're a new coach.
Okay, if you're a new coach on here, because I know there are definitely some of you. My thoughts, this is like definitely like have this in your mind to do eventually. But you know what you can do right now? You actually have the capability to just go in your online office and send an email from your Beachbody email.
You do.
And you can easily do that. Yes, it's not going to be like as fancy and pretty, but that is perfectly fine for right now. Build some customers, build some clients and coaches, and then add this in eventually. But it's great to learn about it now and just have it in your head for something that you're going to eventually do.
We could do a team email making party. And once you guys, if you're new and you start rocking it out in Hidden Success Club and getting leads, and then it'll be helpful as well.
Yeah. And I totally agree with that. I would love to sit here and like create content together. I think that would be so helpful if others would feel that way too.
I agree. I'm down.
Okay.
I know that was a lot of information, and I know it could be overwhelming, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And I might not know the answer, but we can work through it. So.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I know that you can reach out to Jess personally. She will answer.
Mhm.
If you want to ask me questions and I can send them her way, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'll send you the Shakeology PDF with all of that info
Please.
as well. But
Yeah.
yeah.
That would be awesome. And yeah, if you could, because maybe we'll all start there with the welcome email. I know Terry had asked if maybe we could just take a look at that. Obviously, anytime someone's sharing anything, just a friendly reminder, because we all know this. Like when people share it, like use ideas, but don't copy it completely. Make it your own, and tweak it to make it sound like you. But that's just a little heads up on that. So we won't steal your content.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, awesome. This was so great. Thank you so much, Jess. We really appreciate it.
Sorry, I was looking at the share button. You're welcome. I really enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it wasn't overwhelming. Here's a link. It says I can share that campaign with you guys. So if that does not work, if that does not show you that welcome email, let me know and I'll figure out another way.
Okay, I'm going to copy this right now.
Okay. Yeah, there's that one, and then the discount link as well was up top.
Okay, yeah, I copied that down, and I will share that discount link as well with all of you. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you girls
Thank you.
Let Jess or myself know. And we appreciate you. All right. See you.
Bye, guys. Happy September.
Yes.